Well, what they told us about Benghazi undeniably at first was completely wrong for whatever reason. What they told us about Benghazi, you know, the security was bad, what they told us about the rescue attempt was wrong, what they told us about lack of security was wrong, what they told us about the motivation was wrong. I hear a lot of people say, you know, because of Benghazi, because of the government saying Fast and Furious didn't happen, when they then had to come back and say, of course it did. When James Clapper testifies under oath that there was no mass surveillance of citizens and has to come back and say, yes, there was. Benghazi is still a story simply because of the unanswered questions and the contradictions and the miscommunications. The story that we got after it first happened is so drastically different in almost every aspect from the truth that came out in the subsequent months slowly over time, which was part of a strategy, I believe, to make sure once the public did hear these damaging bits of truth that had dribbled out in little bits where they couldn't quite put it all together in one outrageous ball, had they known this stuff prior to the election immediately in one big place, had they known what had happened and what had gone wrong, that could have affected the election, and they really didn't want that to happen. Gee, that there was, you know, a terrorist attack, technically kind of on U.S. soil, because overseas our missions are considered American soil, in which Americans were killed, in which the U.S. didn't or couldn't mobilize any effort to try to save them. I mean, that in itself, whatever the explanation, is one of the biggest scandals of all, I believe. And the fact that the commander-in-chief has been so secretive about the actions he took in the public's interest while America was under attack, I think is a scandal in of itself. What is it they don't want us to know? What is so secretive about what took place that night? We don't know what we don't know. We don't know what they're trying to hide and keep from us. We only know that they are trying to keep information from us. And for me, that's the sort of thing that keeps me digging, because it obviously makes me wonder what it is that's so important to them that they won't just share it with the public. We own the information. Those people work for us. Why is it they don't want us to know what they did?